It's another custom boot rack of the week, and today there are two very important announcements. Firstly, we're going to be doing a giveaway in this episode, so stay tuned on how you're going to win this pair of boots, and you're going to want to win this pair of boots because it's something very special. And secondly, we'll be closing off our custom boot orders for the year on the 1st of November. Now you have up until the 1st to place your order, and all orders placed before the 1st of November will be sent off before the end of the year. And any orders placed after the 1st, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait until we return to work around the 20th of January. Now we close our factory every year from the 16th to the 16th of January, and obviously when we come back it takes a couple days for us to get back to the norm, but you can still place custom made orders during our off time. But when we get back, there's naturally going to be a little bit of a backlog and a bit of a longer lead time. So if you're wanting a custom pair of gym green boots, now is the time to get that order in. Great news is African buffalo leather is now available on our custom boot builder page. So if you've been wanting a pair, now's the time to get onto that. As you know, our buffalo leather comes and goes as we can source it. So some of our styles that are in stock are obviously available, and towards the middle of next year, we'll start rolling out more popular styles in our African buffalo leather. As you know, we make them in bulk, ship them to various distribution centers, and then we go from there. Now onto our custom boots of the week. And over here we have a style that not many of you are familiar with, because this is our turbo felly. Now quite a lot of you are familiar with our standard felly that we offer, but as you can see here, what we've done is we've just enhanced this felly with a slightly reinforced collar. Now this customer has finished this off with quite a sole that not many of you are familiar with as well, and that is our Kalahari sole. As you can see, it is designed to not gather any mud. Farmers love this sole, so when they're walking through the farm or through the bush and they get some mud on here, it's very easily they're able to slip the mud off before walking it into the house. A wife's favorite sole, some of them say. Now this boot has got a rough out Houston black with the smooth out on this side. So as with time and wear and probably a little bit of leather balm, these two are going to nicely pull together, and this all pops with that red stitching, which is, we've seen a couple custom boots come down the line looking like this. Now something that really stands out is our gym green branding on the side here, and I love it when customers add it to a boot, as this comes together nicely with the red stitching, as the gym green writing is in red as well. And now this wouldn't be a turbo felly if it wasn't such a nice wide fitting comfortable shoe. So as you can see, he's gone for the JG last, which is slightly wide. And then this boot all comes together with a leather midsole. Now we know leather midsole is slightly heavy, and with the Kalahari sole, which is quite a chunk of rubber, it is quite a heavy boot, but once this breaks in and gets some flex, this guy's gonna get many miles out of this one. This boot is on its way to Kalamazoo in Michigan. Always very interesting to see where these boots are going. On that note, this boot on our far left, or my far left, some of you will be quite familiar with it because it is the same boot, or very similar to the boot we did on our custom boot maker tutorial. And the reason I said on that note is because this is a custom made boot to a South African customer in Mpumalanga. Now we don't get many custom made requests from our South African supporters, and it's unfortunately just because of the price tag that comes with these boots. So thanks very much to all those that support it and love having something a little bit more unique. So as we can see here, this customer, the exact same, almost the exact same spec as from our tutorial, with the white stitching, the rough out Houston green with our fudge leather. Now this has quite a two-tone effect when you're looking at it, but with some time and wear, you know, this is obviously going to darken up, this is going to get a bit more wear, and they're really going to blend in together nicely. Now the one thing that is different that you can't really see, or you can't see, is that there's no steel shank in this boot. So this boot will have that flex, and now having no steel shank is something that you can do with a wedge sole. Whereas if you had something with a bit of a heel, you'll find that your foot will sink in and it's not all that comfortable. So I wouldn't recommend going no steel shank if you've got a sole with a heel, such as our frog grip sole or our falcon sole. So this tire wedge is really going to do the job. STC last, so same as the normal African Ranger that you can get, and it all comes together with our polyester woven midsole. Now, as we have mentioned here, the full leather midsole makes it quite heavy, whereas this just adds a lighter touch. We're combining that with our tire wedge. It's quite a nice combo, and especially once it breaks in, you're going to have something a little bit more nimble and different to the normal out there. Now onto the boot you've probably all been eyeing out and wondering what leather is this. And this is our African Ranger in the olive Horween brown. Now this isn't a custom made boot, but rather we've just pulled these two samples from our bulk production, and these are at the moment and unfortunately just going to be a US exclusive. But for this video we're going to be doing a giveaway, and you can win either a premium African Ranger with the Ringo sole, or you can opt for the Horween leather in the barefoot spec. So both of these are going to be on the US website as a stock item towards the end of the year, but we thought we'll just mention it for this video, and being our last one of our last custom made boot videos of the year, we'll do one of our bigger giveaways. So you can win a pair. We're not sure what we're going to retail these for yet, but it won't be less than $300, and it probably won't be more than $400. So you can think in between that. So the spec that we have gone for these two boots is that this is our premium African Ranger. We've gone STC last, full leather midsole, the resin runner, and now a Ringo brown sole. Now you may be wondering, how can you win a pair of these? And all you have to do is in the comment section below, let us know if we are a little bit crazy that we have made a sort of outdoorsy boot in a premium leather. Let us know your thoughts on if this is something you would like, or if this is something that we've kind of missed the boat with. Now we've gone and used the same leather on the barefoot spec African Ranger. This obviously has our the barefoot last, no toe puff, making it all flexible, no steel shank, and our anvil sole with the leather midsole as well, and resin runner. So to enter the competition, all you have to do is leave your comments below on your thoughts of us offering this boot in a premium leather for a boot that's for the outdoors. Hope that makes some sense. If you want to see more footage of the boots we've just spoken of, the next couple of minutes are going to be focused on just showing you a closer look so that you can get a better idea of your custom pair of gym greens that you would like to build. So please chaps, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and we can't wait to see your comments on our thoughts to make our African Ranger in one of the world's greatest leathers.
you.